Uh-huh.
So.
Yeah.
Kardoc just fucking raised my cortisol level. Fuck you, dude.
I said I don't care. Fuck you. God.
It's not that you don't care. It's that I care.
Stop caring. I would have sent it earlier today, but I was working.
Ooh.
What happened?
Kardoc sent me his character sheet at exactly 4 p.m. my time, 7 p.m.
Told him I didn't care. You can upload it whenever.
He doesn't care.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Thank God my notes made it over.
What happened yesterday?
I don't know. It's busy, I guess.
Dookie bottom. Yeah, it's technically the same save, so everything is just modified.
What's up with the names?
What do you mean names? Oh, because I fixed the table, and maybe that's why it was fucked up in the first place, because the creator wanted people to see the names, but...
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you made it so you can, like, zoom in all the way now?
Yeah. Maybe a little too much, but...
Loading over it anymore.
But it also fixed it so we can... Moving the characters and stuff isn't fucked up.
Nice. So you're not, like, dropping it for, like, 10
p.m.
Yeah, the stopwatch already started. We're already, like...
Okay, I did it.
In.
I did it. I found it. I did it. I'm sorry. Fuck.
That's what all these timers are for. I wanted to actually time us this time.
Who are we waiting on?
The people who said they wouldn't be here. So, Trople and Corwin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay,
Trople
good.
and Corwin.
At least
and
it's
Corwin.
the people that are... Yeah. Devon, I'm gonna get you a little bit frustrated, but...
What's new?
I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry. Thanks. I have 3 things for you. Oh, wait, no, I can just do this myself. Never mind. Fuck. Never mind. I can do it myself. I forgot that I could do this.
Can you?
Get help.
Yeah, I can put a custom board.
Oh my.
Chris
And then I have to wait 6 years for it to...
It reminds him to get help.
Hey, remember, Chris, you can't do it. Because I have to do it. Because I'm the host. So you have to send me the link.
I thought I could... It's not a link.
Khutula.
I'm sending it. It's coming. There's 3.
Send it and then I'll copy it. And...
I know. I know. I'm doing it right now. It's happening.
Okay.
This sucks.
Fuck you. Okay, does everybody remember where we left off last week?
4 minutes in. Yes, we're at the wall.
At the wall, and we were peering over and...
At the wall.
We're gonna do some...
making a disguise,
you guys...
maybe.
Excellent.
Did we banish the bear lady into the forest? I can't remember.
Negative, not yet. No one has addressed the bear in the room.
No, but it should be done. I don't care if that's metagaming.
Okay, I just can't
have her make it up to us by taking all those vampires.
People should either interact with her or fucking send her on her way.
Not gonna lie, I thought she was already gone, otherwise I would have asked her some questions last session. But that's also me.
No, what she did was she got scared and hid behind a tree.
Yeah. Jeff Bezos.
Very curious behavior.
Oh my. I'll do it in order.
Curious indeed.
Oh.
Jeff Bezos.
The fuck?
Okay, we are at the wall.
Chris, what are you doing?
He's,
That's the one that matters. The other two just
Do you want
hide
me to bring the
underneath
other
it, I
two?
guess.
Well, I didn't want to inform
Uh,
this second since, you know.
Yeah, don't worry about it in the second because of exactly what you. Yeah, this is.
Let me
this
just
is
do this though.
happy. Oh, hello.
Don't worry about that.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, the iPad is really useful. I'm glad we have it.
I'm glad it's opened up on Bullying Canada. Oh, Jeff Bezos.
I was using it seriously earlier. Here, sorry.
That's a lie.
I was. I
really
had
earlier.
fucking the D&D wiki open up.
Countryliving.com.
That wasn't. That's not
wiki.
20 minutes earlier. That's 40 minutes earlier.
It wasn't 40 minutes earlier because 40 minutes earlier I wasn't here.
Okay. Is this the villa?
This is the villa.
It's beautiful.
Welcome to the villa.
Oh my.
Yes. It's about like. I'm just going to assume that from my little. We're all going to collectively assume that north is the direction of the world map there.
Just mark it down.
Well,
You have the power of God
yeah,
on
I
your
could
side.
actually.
Hello there.
There. It's the best I got. Who's that just came in? Oh, it's Corwin. Hello.
Hell yeah, dude.
Okay, so that's north, and you guys are starting. I'll just drag the whole caboodle.
Storting.
And you can place yourselves accordingly, but you guys are starting over here. That's where you have made yourself not pictured. There is more like this is the inner estate, and then if you remember from last week, there's also more stuff going on around it. So to your north, there's a few more buildings, but it's more like open ground, and then the south side of this entire compound, that's the old road.
Oh.
Oh, I can change. Hang on, I can do this. Right, red. That's good.
Oh, hey, kitty. What's up, kitty? You want to say something? Here.
Yeah. Hi, kitty. The road runs perpendicular to what you're doing. Chill. Goes across the table. Yeah, it goes like that. Yeah. It's the old road. Anyways, yeah.
The old road.
So this is the current setup. There are a number of
This is Boverduckus.
individuals. What?
This is
No.
Boverduckus.
You're not in. No. You're south, where the red circle is on the map.
Okay, I'm sorry.
The little castle. Yeah. This is not Boverduckus. This is just a random thing in the middle. I'm just gonna use these as placeholders.
I can't wait till we get to Vegeta,
So-
dude.
Douglas. I'm sorry.
Vin, there are vampires everywhere, and you're busy thinking about. Never mind. Just never mind.
He's a bard.
His mind is elsewhere.
Excellent.
My mind is always in the clouds.
Them castles in the sky.
Oh shit.
What?
There's enemies.
I'm just using this as a visual representation. But yeah, they're just kind of hanging out. There's some walking around.
Have we been spotted?
I don't think so.
No.
Hell yeah.
We have the wall.
Wow, I didn't realize how fucking close we were.
Yeah, I thought we were a little bit further away too.
Yeah. I thought
It-
we were on like a
it's-
boundary wall, not like a fence wall.
Yeah. At least we know now.
Now we know. I'm okay with it.
I will have you know, though, that I am wearing the wrong armor to be making stealth check. No, Vin!
Oh, why is it getting bigger?
I'm doing that. I'm making it bigger.
It's beautiful.
Vin!
Oh,
Wow,
So he fell in.
what a spacious estate.
Okay.
We may need to rotate the map.
There. If you can put it between all the bowls of dice. Oh,
fucking god.
There we go.
You said a kid.
just drop everything. There you go. You put your stuff back to where it's supposed to be. There.
I would like to note that
bigger
it was
now.
like almost perfectly aligned to.
Perfectly aligned with what?
The map grid, with the border of the fence, but Never mind.
Oh, I see.
it's okay.
She's not in there, dude. Get that woman out of here, dude.
Okay, there you go. This is the situation.
Excellent.
Understood.
All right.
How tall and how many stories is this building? Looks like at least 3.
It has 2 stories.
Understood. And this tower over here is 2 stories as well.
Yes.
Gotcha.
All right. Is that everything? Does anything else need to be added, Chris?
No. This is what I have. I'll be like fiddle fucking around with adding in more models as they get discovered. Well, but that's not
Understood.
for you.
Okay. I guess last when we last played, we were discussing about a game plan, and Carlos was either making or talking about making a disguise to possibly infiltrate the mansion.
As well as possibly using one of those coins to kind of help get in.
Yes.
Indeed.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Question is, how long would it take for him to make that disguise?
That is a good question.
Do you want it done well or do you want it done quick?
well,
I
preferably.
don't want it done, nor does Nephis. I don't care.
Because if
Gotta
we,
search the perimeter.
all right,
Okay. Nephis is gonna look around the perimeter of the manor, the estate, heading north,
Ugh.
making sure to stay under the fence wall.
Carlos is going to begin preparing an appropriate disguise in case that's the route they want to go through.
Just as a reference for Nephis, there is more wall that continues going north,
Oh,
but it's the outer. It's like an outer clearing with service shit, and it's not part of the estate proper, but it is more than my Google search could find.
gotcha. Then I'll just only go this far to see this back alley.
Anton's going to stay where he is with the rest of the group for the time being. If we're concerned about stealth, this is probably not a good thing for him.
I believe I could get a welcome invitation. There's no need for sneaking about. I would like to think. Surely, a vampire that lives in a fine estate such as this would welcome lavish entertainment, which I am more than prepared to provide.
I'm not too sure about that, Vin. You know how the last one responded to you trying to be polite.
Carlos
only-
has a point.
Not only that, it would also appear as an unsolicited guess. And those don't usually end well.
Khutula approaches the bear lady and presents her with one of the coins that she has, as well as a sketch of the emblem that was on the weapons, and asks, "Do you happen to recognize any of these?"
You're talking about the coins or the sigils?
Yeah, the coins, and then she has a sketch of the emblem, the curved dagger emblem on that was on the weapons and shields.
She shrugs and sort of points at the gridiron fence, or bars that are on top of the stone fence, which are also bearing the same emblem, and she says, "Probably a loyalty marker, I would assume."
Yeah, but do you know if they belong to any like clan or family, perhaps?
A sect or some kind of group.
She kind of starts flipping through her notes, like looking up the family names real quick. Like perhaps Polydori?
She points at the house. She says, "They probably belong to the clan that has that house."
I was just wondering if you might recognize the name, that's
Wow.
all.
She's sorry, it sounds like I'm being sarcastic. She's actually trying to be helpful. So it's like,
Yeah.
hey, they're probably the ones that live in there. Like she's honestly trying to be
She's
be
Just as
helpful.
confused as we are.
She doesn't really know a lot. She kind of lives in the woods and turns into a bear. Like she doesn't know much about vampires and the deep rich lore of their cults and clans and families.
Yeah, I wasn't
That's
sure.
not
like,
her specific area of expertise.
Mm-hmm. My guess was just like if she was around a while, maybe she would know something or recognize a name. But I guess living
a
in the
good
woods
guess.
does that.
So she's stupid and unwise.
Whoa.
And a
Oh my God.
coward.
A real
And
chicken
a fucking
little.
animal.
Was it established if this actually belonged to any clan or family that is
We do
known to
not
local
know.
politics?
We don't know.
All right. Empire
Ah.
cult influence.
Could I do a history check on the building? Or on the estate to see
Yes.
approximately like when it was built and who maybe lived in it? Let's see.
Yes.
Okay, I do. Vinshenzo does history check. Aw.
Rip.
So 3. What is history? Wisdom? Oh no, intelligence.
Intelligence.
So +3, 12.
The architecture is unfamiliar to you. Unfortunately, you do not have great experience with this specific design.
I've never seen
However,
architecture such as this.
there's what you do generally know about building design and architecture is you can tell that this building is old, but it's been well maintained. So though it does show signs of age, it also shows signs of good maintenance, repair, replacement of wooden beams and shingles and such like that. It's kept in good condition.
What an
Oh.
endearing estate.
Would the I forgot what it was, but the sigil on top of the stone gate and on the knife, is that a religious icon? And can I roll to see if it was, or was that already established?
You can roll to see if it is. It hasn't been clearly established what this icon is. Sorry, it hasn't been definitively established what this icon is. The prevailing theory currently is that it is a family or a clan sigil.
All right, I'll do a religion check on it then.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh,
And I'm trained in it too.
Ooh.
Kardoc loves it.
Praise Ilmater.
it is not a religious icon. However, in one of your dissertations, as you were going through, I don't know, cleric school, you know that while it is not specifically a religious icon, due to the almost intoxicating nature of vampiric corruption and its power, different clans and families were worshipped almost as religious figures, and sometimes could be almost as powerful as minor deities due to that fact of how reverently they were worshipped. And you are aware that this is the sigil of what was once a very powerful vampire cult. It had been thought to be diminished in power to the point of extinction, and you remember seeing that in one of your thesis presentations that you did when you were but a student, a mere
Acolyte.
remember what the fuck they're called.
Fledgling.
Yeah, that one. You were still an acolyte in one of your thesis presentations you did on old religions and such, and that's definitely an icon that you remember as being a major vampiric clan. Or a major
Oh.
vampire clan that was worshipped to the point of religion.
Oh boy.
What's the name of this clan?
Khutula, what are the two big families that I gave you that you wrote down in your notes?
You gave me 2 families and then a couple of noteworthy like leaders or perhaps warlords. I can't quite remember. It was just like notable names, but it was the Stryber family and the Polydori family. And then there is
this is Clan Strybor.
Tribor.
Yeah, you remember that.
Oh.
Cthulhu's Cthulhu's textbooks and notebooks did not have the visual. You have all of the information. He remembers. He knows. Well, he knows information, but it has to do with the visual. The visual
Mhm.
cue.
Does Peter Montfort share this information?
I do indeed.
Vin would sit down on the ground with his back pressed up against the wall and say, I do believe we're in over our heads, lads. Mate, perhaps we should turn our back on this endeavor.
Carlos, you said there was abductions occurring. Do you remember when the last one was?
A child.
No, the old man was only aware that they happened every week or so. He didn't. I think he said the last one happened maybe a few days ago, if I remember right. But of course, there's the child that went missing, and those footsteps that mysteriously appeared next to her as if somebody suddenly appeared.
How many days have we been on the road? I think we've been on the road for 2 days.
More than that, I think.
Yeah.
So I'd
Do you
probably
remember-
say 4 or 5 days.
Not since we left the town. It's only been like.
Do you
2
remember-
days since we left the
No.
town.
What I meant is that when the old man was talking, he said that she's been gone for like 2 days last I checked.
Wasn't it like a day and a half, maybe?
I think it was 2 days. So my guess is that she's been gone for at least 4 or 5 days now.
When you had spoken to the man in the tavern, his daughter had disappeared for about 3 days.
3 days. Okay. So yeah, then it'd probably be day 5 then, possibly. Nearly a week.
Does anybody remember or recall if there was any pattern to these abductions or missing persons?
I think the most that we gathered was just
I mean,
they were
south of
people-
town, there were giant bats abducting people in the night, if memory serves.
Appeared to
Yeah,
just be
The information that I
mo-
got.
They were
appeared to
mostly
be-
people who wouldn't be missed, those impoverished and such.
Yeah,
attacks of
from-
opportunity.
Wasn't it from Eastgate?
That's where I ran into the old man, but he didn't specify where in the town the abductions took place because he said he never actually saw them. He merely heard the screams.
Right.
The honored elder I talked to in the square had a suspicion that it wasn't vampires so much as normal men that was behind this. As we can obviously tell, there are vampires in this mix, but I do believe that they have some form of mortal backing. Otherwise, how would something like this go so long without being mentioned by anyone? And this is
Cultists.
obviously well stocked.
Yeah.
In the Strigborn? That was a clan, right?
Clan Strybor.
The Strigborn. All right, my bad.
In library, yeah. Something like that. I just found all of my notes because they were loose and found them. It's good.
What time of day is it?
It's about mid-afternoon, if I recall.
And Strigborn was a diminished clan, and it seems they are in the process of a resurgence. They wouldn't be doing these actions if they didn't believe they actually had a good chance of it. Hopefully, it's just arrogance. Though this seems prepared. And if they're already striking at a nearby city so openly, I fear that we may be discovering how they have so many vampires too, especially considering the other parties that have come from the oh fuck, what was it called? The Reliquary of Soul?
Sanctuary of Souls.
Sanctuaries, thank you. So they may have other means of equipment, personnel, or supplies, or information. And potentially hostages. Prisoners.
I don't know if they're prisoners so much as slaves at this point, pretty much. Or food.
Potentially.
Enslaved food.
Does Clan Striborn, does it have any mind compulsive abilities?
Anyway.
Say again.
I was asking if Clan Striborn was it a clan that's well suited towards espionage kind of activities or clandestine. Basically, does it have ability to fuck with people's heads?
Deception.
Okay, what you remember from your dissertation and research as an acolyte is that Clan Striber gained most of its power through through legitimate means at a start. So they actually engaged in diplomacy, trade. They spent a lot of time securing power through legitimate means, to which they then fortified their position. So alongside their bestiary and alongside their vampire covens, they actually had soldiers and supplies and provisions and maintained power as a semblance of an actual organized group.
So the main way they achieve their powers through political legitimacy, and then the business.
The reason that they were so big was because that they were smart with their power. Like I said, the reason that you had researched them, the reason that you had done them as an acolyte, which is why you know so much, is because that their actual vampires' presence and power was strong enough that it would draw sort of like the weak-minded, the fanatical, those kinds of things who are searching for something to worship. They would succumb to that, and they would want to serve. So on top of that, they secure more legitimacy to shore up control. And their main reason why they lost all of what they used to have was because the Tarvians came and invaded the whole fucking continent in a huge bloody war and managed to wrest control of the island from the vampires, destroying cults. So this clan was never destroyed. It was a very powerful clan that was forced to go underground due to the fact that the might of the legions that Tarvia sent over was just more than they could handle.
Yeah, it was a case of they're strong on this island, but it's an entire kingdom and all the resources it can pull, and it has the willingness to use it.
And they weren't exactly super friends with all the other clans. There was no united front.
Gotcha.
I'd imagine these cultists are here willingly, though, for the most part, rather than slaves. So
there could be a method of coercion involved, or at least if I was in charge.
Yeah,
There would be
diplomacy.
hostages for anybody that wasn't willing to actually cooperate.
I imagine a lot of people are just considered undesirables in much of society too, and have nowhere else to go. But they're treated fairly well here, perhaps.
3 hots and a cot.
That is, however, good and bad news.
This is a greenhouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chris?
That is correct. You can
It looks
see
all
inside
the
it.
wall.
Mystery.
Correct.
It looks pretty brown to me.
Which wall are you talking about?
Let me fucking boom, boom, boom.
Yep, that's a stone wall.
Is it the same
That's
height
the
as
same
that?
waist high. Yep.
Okay.
You say waist high, but didn't our 4'11" guy not be able to see over it?
Was
Yep.
Okay, it's the same fucking whatever height of the wall that it was that I.
It's the same make, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Copy that.
Fuck.
Oh,
Undo. So, we've established that this is a well-funded, well-organized group of vampires alongside with their cultists, and are making moves towards regaining the power and influence.
Well, if that's the case, and we've heard tales of previous adventurers trying to come through this area, it could very well be a trap set up for us as well. They may have their hands in the government of the Confluentia.
They would line up with their history and their modus operandi.
Seems like it would be a little strange for the government to send money to the Sanctuary of Souls to try to get. Well, I guess it would be a good idea, a good way of luring adventurers into a trap.
Can't imagine adventurers have much wealth on them, so they're obviously looking for something else if that's the case.
Capable troops, information, raw equipment.
Lots to stack.
Wasn't it the noble app, the Sanctuary Souls, that was actually funding this himself?
He got the money from the governor of the town.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I guess it could be considered a one-time deposit. He sends the money to the Sanctuary of Souls. The Sanctuary sends out adventurers. They never return to claim the money, so it never needs to be refunded.
Seems a bit odd that he told us to bring him heads of vampires if they turn to ash.
Could just be part of a more convincing lie.
Could be.
You're trying to say they were
Statement
sending
was
us.
heads of the cult, and then if the vampires were ash, you bring the ash back, just as a refresher.
Oh.
We didn't take the
I mean,
heads
You
You
didn't
of
take
the.
Yash.
it was
Heads of the-
vampires. It was heads of vampires. That was then Ash.
Heads of the cult could just mean cult leaders, not, cultist heads, because that would can rather
All we
more
heard
be
was
better.
No.
vampires, no
The
cultists.
bounty is like yeah. So and basically the bounty is you bring back heads, you get money. You bring back evidence that you've killed vampires, you get extra money.
So let me get this straight. They're sending adventurers over here to possibly turn into vampires or soldiers. Is that what I'm understanding here, or no?
Well, that's a theory.
Because that's
Mr. Fevriel came highly recommended by my contacts. I would highly doubt that he was a vampire himself.
And he has strong ties to the church.
well, you see, there's a problem with that statement. I'm pretty sure a lot of these cultists aren't vampires themselves, but are more than willing to work for them. I mean, there's nothing to say that he possibly was a willing person, but just not a vampire.
Another thing to take into account
Same
Is if
difference, Mr. Greycastle.
Another thing to take into account is adventurers are the only ones who can reliably probably be used in this situation. If the local governance has been infiltrated, then you can't use the local militias or auxilia. Without arising suspicion, because those things are not done quietly.
Well, if that's the case, what exactly should we do? Because if this is indeed some sort of trap, we've definitely walked right into it.
Not necessarily. We should probably continue our investigation, do it as safely as possible. Any ideas,
we-
Carlos?
Not as of yet, but yeah, we haven't exactly walked into the trap yet. We've just walked up to it.
Yes. This is a trap. A bear trap, if you will.
Not so loud. I think the druid would probably really. Never mind. I mean, the only thing I can think of getting in here safely is the disguise, the coin, walking through the front door, and pretending to be loyal. But that would be. I feel that would only. Yeah. I don't think that would
Well,
work out too well.
We do have one of us that could perhaps be changing.
Then would be
But can he
perfect for it
bullshit
too.
with the best of them?
What a preposterous notion. I feel fine.
Asking if the bard can bullshit.
But
No,
Khutula is
talking about
right.
Carlos, the rogue.
I'm sorry I was lost in thought a moment. Meaning, if you're referring to me, you'll have to repeat yourself.
We were just trying to decide who could possibly make
Infiltrate.
their way in. Well,
No one
Khutula
is right though. Vin's probably the best candidate for any of this.
well, it doesn't necessarily mean we all have to sit back. We could have some of us go in the back while Vin distracts them a bit more from the front.
It's true.
If it's a
I mean, if there
distraction
are
you want,
trees or anything, we could find some high ground for ranged people to overlook the place.
That might work too.
which way are these people facing?
They're not standing stock still. They're sort of wandering about in that general vicinity. Like the guy right here by the fallen over tree, he's clearing the tree. Some of them are simply walking along the path. The ones in red that are labeled as vampires, they're not vampires. They're just the ones that are wearing the nice cloak with the hood that, based on your experience, you assume is a vampire or something. So they're dressed in the nicer clothes, whereas the ones in black are just, they're not the guards. They're just the only tokens I have on hand for not vampire. I wonder if I have anything.
All right.
else.
Can you just change the color of them by?
If it's a distraction,
Yeah, I'll change the
we
color of
need-
them. I just wanted to see if I have.
Oh, fuck.
What is it, Vin?
Ooh, my.
Ugh,
Oh my.
what a woman.
Oh dear.
How do I flip to the next page on my character sheet?
1, 2, and 3 on your keyboard.
Ah, thank you.
Not on the numpad, but does the numpad work? It doesn't.
If you'd like me to make a scene, perhaps I'm quite talented in such debauchery.
I don't think debauchery is the word that should be used in this context.
Yeah.
Nor attract the attention of the vampires, considering how badly one ruined our day.
Okay, the ones in gray are just laborers. The ones that are in black, actual soldiers.
And red are vampires.
There's no greater pleasure
Red
than
are
playing one's instrument.
So have we decided on a plan?
So far, I believe subterfuge is the way we're leaning, which, alas, a good number of us are not very skilled in.
Nope.
And who?
Well, the
who
more
shall
of us
dare-
that go in are gonna be more of a chance of being discovered. So I believe that Nephis and Carlos would be two good contenders to perhaps sneak in.
I think Isaac wouldn't be too bad at it either, or
I mean, I have a +3 in stealth, but
That
a lot
is
better than
actually a pretty
mine.
good point. One thing to bear in mind is, and this is I don't want
unfortunately, I don't feel like that would be something Isaac would do.
fair enough.
if you're wearing chainmail, double check. I think that one has disadvantage on stealth rolls.
I'm wearing leather.
I'm
Yes.
wearing chainmail.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned disadvantage. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, I'm not good at any form of stealth, so I'm trying to be careful.
Let's see.
I mostly suggested Nephis because I believe his perception and ability to notice things would be very helpful in trying to infiltrate.
I noticed he was kind of autistic.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
See, Mr. Santiago and Mr. Cairona would probably be good for this.
Good for what exactly? What role am I prepared to fill?
Well, you could either try to smooth talk your way in,
Yeah.
or
You either persuade them that you are in fact supposed to be here, or you play enough of a distraction and hopefully don't have anything unfortunate happen to you, which will allow Mr. Santiago to sneak in.
I believe either way it would distract many of the guards.
The laborers.
Perhaps.
Can I get some details about them?
Wait, one.
Well, if we want Vin to look the part, I could definitely make him look like one of the vampire spawns we ran into before, but we only have the one disguise kit.
I think it would be better
Okay, sorry, what was your
if someone
question?
other than me wore the disguise. I'm a simple traveling musician.
Who are you suggesting would take the disguise then?
We're kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It'd be a little strange for a traveling musician to stumble across here, considering it's off the beaten path.
Agreed.
I was asking for details about the
okay.
laborers.
I mean, a traveling musician
Um,
accompanying a cultist, would that be that strange?
Exactly. See, Isaac is a man with a
the
head on his
laborers
shoulders.
just look like regular people.
Do they look thin? Do they look unhealthy?
Nope, they just look like peasants, essentially. Like they're wearing tunics and pants, shawls. Some of them, the guy over here, he's got an axe in his hand. He's working. They don't look sickly or anything. I mean, they look a little pale, but that's
Probably due to the cloud
reasonably
cover.
a symptom of the environment. But otherwise, they don't look like they're abused or suffering in any way, shape, or form.
Mr. Santiago,
Overtly,
I have
should
a question for you.
You can go ahead.
Do you believe you can pretend to be a laborer?
Tend to be a laborer? I
Yeah.
don't see why not. I mean, pretty simple. As long as I had some material to work with.
That is a humorous proposition. I don't think Mr. Santiago has worked a day in his life.
I believe you've worked as patients, which is close enough.
Yeah.
He's paid quite well.
I never said that the patience wasn't supplemented by gold. Many men become very patient with that. Where was I? Ah, yes. The only question would be their schedule and if somebody does a head count and finds an extra laborer. Any ideas?
Well, presumably to get the materials, we'd have to snatch one of the laborers somehow and take their clothes, and then that way you just replace them, and there would be no numbers off.
Aye. Do you see any that match your stature? I believe that would be a perception check, wouldn't it?
I'm pretty good at using my disguise kit. I can make alterations as necessary, as long as they're within a few inches, one way or the other.
Yeah,
And I am pretty average height, so
From what I remember, Chill, no, there is not. Oh, never mind.
Is there any activity on this road or around that road?
No.
Understood.
Alright, we are on the east side.
Okay, Devon,
Hello there.
what you doing?
I'm watching the area that I'm in.
Oh, you're just sitting and observing. Okay. How long are you gonna do that for?
I'm thinking. Plan of action.
Fine.
Would it be possible to scale the side of the building to the roof?
It is possible for somebody who is skilled.
Hell yeah. Would that be acrobatics or athletics?
That would be
It would be
acrobatics.
acrobatics.
Understood.
I'd say perhaps even if someone is light enough, the greenhouse perhaps might be able to reach the roof a little easier. But how tall are they in comparison to each other?
Which?
The greenhouse compared to the main villa.
Oh, the greenhouse is tiny.
Okay, never mind.
It's not very tall at all.
I mean,
It's
we
maybe
could
like
theoretically.
8 feet.
Sorry, continue.
That's it. That's all I had.
Yeah. I mean, theoretically, we could go around the other side and climb the what's that? The stables.
There's water.
If we wanted to get on top of any roofs, that is.
Problem is, I don't think we can get over there, can we?
We also don't necessarily know what's over there yet. There could be
Oh yeah, that's
additional
true. There's
guards and
yeah.
laborers in the area, especially around the stables. There's
Perhaps
probably
we should-
quite a few laborers.
Perhaps we should sneak around and see what our options are over there.
Sure, we can have a couple of us stay over here and keep an eye on things while Carlos works on possible disguise, and then meet up again in a couple hours or an hour or so.
That could work. Anton will stay here though.
I'm decently light-footed. I could make my way over there.
Fairly small, so
I am distinctly on the not very subtle side. I'll stay over here.
Peter can stay with me.
Okay, as you guys are discussing things, this large group of 9, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 individuals fucking walks into view and moves onto the road.
Which direction are they planning to move? East or west?
Oh shit! Which way's the?
This
Oh,
side
you
is
can do it.
east.
Fuck
This
yeah.
side is west.
We are east.
We're moving this way.
This way?
This way.
We are moving our way.
Oh shit!
I do believe,
There's-
gentlemen, time to shift.
Yeah, either shift around to the north side or hide in the forest.
Looks like there's still wall to the north, so we might have to fall back into the forest.
Agreed.
Wait, so you said it's mid-afternoon?
It's
Yes.
it's midday. It's getting into the mid. Well, depending on how long you guys
Gotcha.
I say
Okay.
this nicely. Depending on how long you guys just kind of sit around it, obviously the days going by.
Hell yeah.
Is Nephis in view of us?
No, he's gone.
Okay.
To anybody who is bothered doing head counts, Nephis has just fucking disappeared.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right. We should make for the forest quickly, and Khutula tries to find a suitable bush or tree to hide in.
Anton tries to sneak off as well towards the forest. Oh, Ludwig! Get over here! Thank you. Oh no!
I just realized Trople's not here.
Okay, so as they pass by, you notice that this guy right here is wearing half plate armor and is carrying a greatsword.
Hell
Is
yeah.
very obviously it does not have like the same thick robes. Does have a cloak and a hood over its head, but as it's looking around, the hood falls off and you can see the ashen features of a vampire, or what you would, well, yeah, the ashen features of the vampire.
Quick button injection. You got one cultist stacked on top of another right here. There's two of them.
Yep.
What? Oh, okay. Bloop. There you go.
I'll say that fellow seems rather important.
And highly dangerous.
Indeed. Maybe he's the head of the house or someone else important.
Can I sneak around to the stable side? Along the wall?
Those gigantic thick red lines are a secondary compound. You cannot pass through there without going into an open area that is a little bit more active.
Oh.
Devon, to answer your question, there is an entryway into the main compound. I will draw it in black.
My.
Black. Oh, why is it so thick? How do I make it less? How do I make my
Plus
pencil
and
less
minus
thick?
on next to backspace.
Cute.
Okay.
Are these guys still on the road, or are they moving, like, away?
They fucked off. If any, yeah.
I guess the next question is, since we already know it's what is it you guys said? It was Strabor? Do we know any important figures of that particular clan?
There's a Archduke Hans Stryver is the name that I found.
You don't think that was him, do you?
It's hard to say. I don't know what he looks like. Could just be an important figure as well.
Anybody want to roll perception on the
Perception on what?
things?
Yeah, I
The
can.
dudes?
I will
My eyes are
perception
shut.
roll.
Okay, never mind.
There's nothing stopping you from doing a perception roll.
Reading too many books.
Okay, let's see now. 16 plus.
I rolled terribly. Let's see.
Okay, so
Total
plus 4, so that would be a 20 total.
Got like a 17.
What would Anton get? I'm rolling this.
What goes into perception? Wisdom?
Yes.
Wisdom and proficiency if you are proficient.
And what? Wisdom?
Wisdom, yes.
In-
Perception.
Oh, perception. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I got like a 7.
Okay.
7 in perception?
So Chill and
My roll.
Kardoc and Knight all recognize that there is oh shit. Corwin, help me out here. What's the little titty shield?
What, a buckler?
Buckler.
No. The one that's on the armor, like the little mini shield that fucking knights have, like the one that
Oh,
sits.
like at the armpit? Is that
Yeah.
what you're talking about? Oh,
What's that called? What's that?
give me a second. I'm pulling it up right now.
It's an interesting.
Anyways. That thing. It looks like a mini heater shield. Like it's one of those things that's stuck on the armor. It's meant for keeping your armpit protected. I think it's meant for knights who joust or do something like that.
That's part of it. Mostly though, it's to protect whenever you go for a high strike. You know, you raise your arms. What that does is it hangs low and protects the armpit from the front. It was also doubled as a way to display coat of arms.
And speaking of coat of arms, it is, and very specifically, Knight would recognize this, but the other two, Chill and Kardoc, you would notice it as being a Tarvian military coat of arms. Knight, you know it as the symbol of the Cavaliers of the 7th Legionis Tarvia.
7th Legionis?
Yes.
That's not your legion, but you definitely recognize it as being like a cavalry legion symbol. That coat of arms, that armor,
And it's
was
Tarvian.
worn by either, whoever wore that or is currently wearing that had some affiliation
Would I
to
recognize?
the cavalry.
Would I recognize it as perhaps a commander? Oh, hang on. I need to get my note.
That's heavy cavalry, man. That guy or whoever you got that armor from was heavy cavalry in the military, in the legions.
Investigate is, by the way, what that piece of armor is called.
He used to be one of us.
Can I sneak around the front then and
Yeah.
get on this side?
Anton shares this knowledge with the others. Being that he was Tarvian heavy cavalry.
What could this mean?
That's
Those guys on the road are like gone now, right?
They're moving off down the road. There's no hint that they have detected anybody hiding in the trees.
Okay.
So the question is now, do we follow them or do we attempt to infiltrate the compound?
Well, it's
I believe that at some point they're possibly going to run into where their allies were meant to be posted, and that's going to set someone off.
not only that. That was a lot of vampires, and I don't believe the group is ready to fight that.
This might
nope.
be our chance.
To answer you, Vinshenzo can definitely sneak around the front, the south-facing side.
Would
If
you
he so
want me to
chooses.
do a roll for that, or?
Depending on how you're doing it, yes. And by that I mean, like, if you're just gonna fucking sneak across the road as an exaggeration 3 feet from the front gate, then yeah, you're gonna have to roll
No,
stealth.
I
But
would
if you're
take like a wide berth. Like there's
You would take
like,
yeah,
there's trees here, right?
scrubland.
this is a scrubland, so I'll use my super art skills here. We all love
Excellent.
super art skills. So
I would take the extra time to like make sure I'm not seen or heard, if that's a possibility.
that's a possibility. You guys have no. There is no rush for your skills, if that makes sense. Or for the things you're doing, like you don't have to fucking hurry. Okay, so that's all grassland there, and then look at my
Except for the
beautiful,
timer
pretty
that's
picture.
ticking away.
And then this is sort of trees that go this way. And this is all forest. Oop, and this is all forest. Oop.
Once it gets dark, it's gonna get a lot more difficult. But in
Okay,
this case, I
so
would...
yeah, but this is all
Okay.
sort of like patchy scrubs and bushes and stuff. Like the highest is maybe shoulder height type terrain. It's loose.
Okay.
Probably once upon a time it was a field, but now it's growing in.
All right. I tell my comrades I'm going to take a peek from behind the stables. If I see an opportunity, I'll take it. And I trounce off.
Wasn't Isaac gonna go with them? Looks like now's your chance. Or was it
Yeah, I
Khutula?
was considering climbing up a tree to get a higher vantage point.
Be careful.
Oh, if it was Khutula, better get moving.
Dumbass.
I don't believe I said anything of the sort.
Hell yeah, dude.
I did see Nephis
okay,
going off
cool.
towards the north a while ago, and might go check on him.
Is there anything I can see from back here, Chris?
So give me a second.
Deswada.
Shit.
Just wanna.
Devon, help.
Deswana. What?
Oh.
What are you doing? I can't see your black hand.
What
No,
happened?
fine.
He's
It's okay.
dropping things.
I did it. Nope, don't look back here.
Where'd I go?
I'm not looking.
Just right here.
Okay, that's what that is. Okay, so you can see in through the back of the stables, those 4 water troughs, they have holes in them, and you can see out of one of them is the head of a horse, not as in like a dismembered head, but like a horse is sticking its head through the wall to drink water from the
He's
trough.
just chilling in the stable.
Yeah, through this little hole here in the building, you don't notice anything there, and you don't notice anything by this pool.
How tall are these buildings?
They're 1 story. They are the size of a 1-story building, but the stable is taller than that. The stable itself is about 1.5 stories tall, just because of the large roof. The other building is sort of like a smaller, almost looks like a workshop. There are two windows facing the outer wall, facing you, but both of them have their shutters closed.
Understood.
Okay. Yeah. Chill, are you climbing a tree?
I'm gonna look for a tree with some decent coverage and angles on the villa.
Okay. You can take your time climbing it, but you will have to roll stealth.
That is
works.
a 21.
Okay.
What'd you do? Paint
You
yourself?
are
purple?
the tree. You have become tree.
I am one with nature.
Which side are you on this
I'm
side?
on the the east.
Okay. Well, now you can see into the compound a little bit better. You still see the same kind of people. This guy might be like over here now or something. This guy is still here. This guy's fucked off. You don't know where he is. Just gonna hide him. I'm just gonna keep him over here now. Boop. Here. Yeah. But other than that, you can't really see a whole lot. You can see into one of the windows on the first floor, and you see what appears to be a kitchen, and that is right here, that window. And then on the second floor, there are no windows that you can see.
All right.
Is that disguise coming along?
Bitch.
Oh,
It'll be done probably by the time we're ready to do anything with it.
Well, good news about us contemplating our course of action was we have to deal with a whole lot less vampires, including the
True
current
that.
Cavalier.
Chris, if I wanted to like move up to here and like peer around the buildings to see like what's like along this path, would I have to roll stealth or perception or something?
If you wanted to jump the wall and move up that far, I'm going to get you to roll stealth.
Okay. Sure. And if I moved up here, would I be able to see like if anybody's like along this path?
You definitely have.
Or would
Yeah,
I have to
you
like
definitely
roll
have
again?
you.
Okay. Alright, I'll roll stealth. Let's go, baby.
Oh hell.
So 3, what is stealth dex? So 3 plus 5 is 8.
And then proficient, so that's what, another 2?
8. His proficiency is 8 because he has +5 dex, then
Yeah,
+3.
8 would be added to the 8
Wait,
on
how
the...
do you have 3 proficiency at level 3?
Because I'm a bard.
Because Vinshenzo.
I forget how it's calculated, but I'm pretty sure I did it right. Anyway, so 3 plus, or 8 plus 8, 16.
16, okay. You stealthily sneak your way into the break between the two buildings. And in there, you notice there is one person over here And there's one person over here tending to the garden.
These
This
are just
guy's
peasants,
messing with some boxes.
laborers.
Yep, they're just laborers. Yeah.
So he's kind of looking this way.
He's busy with the boxes and crates, the barrels and boxes.
Yeah, so he's like kind of facing south.
Yep.
And this guy, he's like pruning the shrubbery.
Shrubbery.
Yeah. He's maintaining the garden. He's on his hands and knees, like just tending the garden, doing garden stuff.
Understood. Yeah, I'll yield to the other players now.
As I mentioned before, Khutula says she's gonna go along the north side of the wall, see if she can find Nephis, and maybe he's found something. Yeah?
Run, Khutula, run!
Yeah.
Away.
Do we?
Okay, Devon, you want to reveal your current thing that you're doing? The
As
stuff that you've been up to?
as a meta information for everyone, Nephis has gone off north and been scouting the northern compound and has spotted an opportunity in his mind. He's currently going to roll stealth
Oh shit.
Oh. in hope that it goes well.
Oh.
6 plus
Oh fuck.
4, 10.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay. Does that pass, or do I have to change my plan of action?
Just give me a second.
Excellent.
Isn't it 9? 6 plus 3?
It would be 6 plus 2 plus 2, so it would be 10. Because I have a 2 proficiency in stealth, and I have 2 wisdom. Yes, it would be 10.
You have proficiency.
Some-
According to your sheet,
So-
you don't have proficiency in stealth.
I do. It's
Stealth is
marked
dex.
as black. I don't have it marked as 2 because my proficiency bonus is 2. I'm not going to go in there and mark 2 for everyone.
So you're able to sneak up just to the point where you're standing behind your quarry, but he turns around at the last second. He has not had an opportunity to say anything, so you
I would like to fucking
Gotta act
smack him in
fast.
the face as hard as I can to knock him.
okay.
Okay, I'm rolling.
What?
Why am I
Modifier.
hearing music?
Okay, a 10 plus what
do
are
you
the
want to roll?
modifiers?
It hits its strength.
Okay. Then yeah,
11, yeah.
11.
Fucking decks him in the schnoz, and the guy's like, but why?
You hit him. You hit him. Roll damage. I think it's 1d.
Unarmed strike is 1 damage unless you have specific feats.
Well, whatever it is,
It's
to my
unarmed.
knock-
Well, it's 1 plus your shit.
plus my shit.
Yeah.
Plus the strength, I
is
guess. So 1.
1.
So 2.
He would do
Uses
2 damage.
Strength, dexterity, or constitution for the attack, and then
Oh.
damage modifiers unless you have a feature that allows a mental ability score to be used instead. Oh wait, no, sorry, I was reading the wrong thing. Let me just double check.
It's strength checks or constitution.
It's 1 plus your strength modifier.
Ah.
There we go.
Okay, so it's 2.
So you do 2 damage.
In the face, though.
Okay, you punch him right in the face, but he is not knocked out.
Fuck.
Oh no!
You hit him square in the nose, and you break the guy's nose, and he reels back, and he clutches his nose, and he swings back at you with his little shepherd's stick. I'm just gonna steal this die. Fuck you.
Use your own die.
Yeah, you have nice ones. He doesn't hit me.
He misses. Oh yeah, I do have nice ones. That's fine. I'm not gonna roll again. He misses. You have the opportunity to strike back. He is shocked and in fear.
Would there be a way for me to grapple him and manhandle him? And
Yep,
knock him out
grappling is
that
an
way?
attack. It's
Okay.
either you roll athletics or acrobatics. It's up to you.
Acrobatics.
Okay.
Devon's gonna fucking grapple this poor dude. Rip his clothes off.
15 plus
What's going on over there?
5.
Okay.
So
And
20.
that's
Yeah,
versus whatever I roll for him to not get grappled, which is just a straight 16. So you get him.
Okay.
You break his nose and you fucking grab him.
Awesome.
Just gonna rip his clothes off.
We need more disguise stuff. I'm taking your clothes.
We need to disguise.
You're gonna have to roll stealth again to try and
Okay.
get the fuck away safely. It is at disadvantage.
Copy that. 14 plus yeah, that's an
Just one
18.
over here.
4.
And then
It's 18 and then roll again.
Use this one over
Oh.
here.
Disadvantage,
Oh.
remember?
well then let's put this back to 14.
Yeah.
14.
Oh,
dude.
wow!
It's a it's
You
18.
motherfucker. Okay, so it's the 18. All right, so you're able to somehow, I guess the mooing of the sickly cattle was able to disguise the sounds of a fisticuff, and you drag him into the fucking trees like Solid Snake, and disappear into the forest with a shepherd who's just bleeding profusely all over his shirt.
Y'all hear something?
What's going on over there?
Okay. Excellent.
Some fucking Skyrim levels of bullshit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That guy just got Sam Fishered.
I wonder if
Sure, you
Cthulhu's
want me
gonna
to
see any
continue?
of this.
Did Khutula see that?
Yeah, I wonder.
I haven't gotten further along ahead enough because
Oh,
this was happening.
Khutula
as I
started
was
walking
moving
in that direction as Khutula left, so I will just canonically state that by the time you get to Nephis, he's just got a fucking some random guy in a sleeper hole just hiding in a bush.
implying I even see him hiding in the bush.
Hell
roll
That's up to
perception,
Nephis.
DM.
I had to.
Oh,
What are you doing?
I got one. I got one of the workers. Maybe he has maybe we can find out if he's a slave or not.
You're gonna have to stop choking him for him to tell us.
Oh. I'll let his body thud to the ground. Let's tie him around a tree so he can't escape. Put something in his mouth too. Does he have an
Zip.
overcoat or anything?
Yeah, he's got a little shawl.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use his clothes to fucking tie him and gag him.
Okay. Out fucking standing. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Who else was Chills? Are you still in a tree, or did you get down from?
I'll go down from the tree.
Okay. Fucking Vin, you notice that there's a guard coming down the path. This guy right here coming down the path.
Okay, I double.
He's not walking with any. Yeah, he's not walking
he's
with any
coming
like
down
conviction. He's
this
just
path?
doing his. Yeah, it looks like he's just walking the beat.
All right, I dip back into the shadows a bit.
Okay, roll another stealth.
Stand around the corner. Okay. Okay. So +8. 16 + 8. 24.
Probably fine.
Okay. Yeah, you are the shadows. God damn.
I would just like casually be like peering around here and waiting for an opportunity to move across.
Okay. Well, you're waiting for the guard, but he never crosses your vision.
Okay.
I don't know how long you want to wait to see if he passes, but he does not pass like the next 5 minutes at least.
Damn. All right, could I move up here and peer around what's up here?
Yes, you can. You notice that there is one guard, and Nephis would not have seen this guy because he's like sat down, squatted by the wall, just sort of hanging out. He's guarding, quote unquote, the door. It's just there.
Understood.
Carlos and Peter, is there anything you two are during all of this, or are you just sort of sitting and watching and waiting?
Oh, just my guy's just working on the disguise.
Anton's just waiting.
I'm covering him. Standing guard.
Okay.
broken nose is on this end.
How long does it take for you to do this, guys? Again, like, not a year, sorry, an hour.
I don't think it says. But it's a pretty simple
Well-
disguise, honestly. It's like basically the robe, and then just using makeup and stuff to. So just like trying to pick out the right pigment for the makeup to make someone look like a vampire. So.
Yep, it's true. Given how much time has passed, I would say that your disguise is ready by now.
Excellent.
You've just finished it. You are ready. You are become vampire.
This is as good as it's gonna be. I'm ready to put it on or put it on somebody else. It'll only take a few minutes.
I don't think that's gonna do me any good. Wonder when Vin's gonna come back.
Hell
I don't
yeah.
think I would be all that good at this either. So, Carlos, how do you feel about the sun?
Well, if you're asking me to be in character, I hate it.
Excellent. You're already halfway there. How do you feel about garlic?
The worst.
Excellent. I have no idea if they're weak to that, but hey. You know what? Just in case you need this, or can find a situation for it, here's the flask of holy water I have.
Oh, yeah, that might get me out of a tight bind if I need to use it.
Be aware, it may just piss him off, but I did notice he stopped the regeneration on the last one. So, falls fails. At least you got something.
Amazing. Nephis and Khutula.
Nephis just informed Khutula basically of like the layout and what they have here, what he's discovered.
Oh, okay.
Haven't gotten much further than that. I believe the what's his name is still out.
Yeah, he's out. Are you guys gonna like interrogate him on the spot, or what's your plan?
So are we gonna wake him up or just leave him? Or...
We'll never know. We'll never know.
Nephis
Devon is muted.
Yep.
Oh, fucking A. I've been talking this entire time. Thanks. Excellent.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Short version. Yeah, I want to pull out my water skin and splash it on his face to wake him up.
Okay, he wakes up and he's gagged, so he doesn't fucking do anything other than like grunt and moan.
I'm going to pull out my dagger, press it against his chest, and I'm going to say, if you scream, this goes right into your diaphragm.
Oh,
And then I might
roll
pull out
intimidation.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. Not very intimidating. Yeah, and I have a -1, so that's a 5.
You're gonna stab me with that? Are you serious? I'm gonna. Okay.
I don't know. I feel
Look,
like he
it's
would
kinda...
be in, because his nose is already broken. He's already in a lot of pain.
Yeah, maybe Nephis would have an advantage on that roll. since
You
he already
can't
did
just
physical
you can't
violence.
just fucking assume that he's failed based on the roll. You haven't
Yeah,
even seen what happens yet, so fucking peanut gallery
Yeah,
there.
if he screams, he's gonna fucking die. It's not a bluff.
Khutula just kind of glances at Nephis's attempt and is like,
My voice cracks.
Khutula's like, I'm not even frightened by that.
If you
So
scream.
she
Coming off as trying to be scary, you just come off as fucking really weird.
she makes an attempt to intimidate.
and I'll stab you.
He starts to do the intimidating line and then
Aw.
Khutula's no better.
Oh no!
I got a +3, which is 7. Well, +5. Shit, that's 9. But
Hell yeah.
still, she's too small and cute.
It's true.
She's like
Yeah.
trying to show off her powers a little bit and like make her feathers ruffle and eyes glow, but she's just not scary.
Hell yeah.
Like I saw someone do this once. Here, I'll try. Ah, shit.
She's like, this will look really cool. I'll show him how strong I am. And then just
When I pull the
No.
gag out, does he scream?
No.
Okay. I have some questions for you. This village,
How are you? Oh.
who's in charge here? Why are you here? Are you here by will?
You got me mid chip. Hang on.
Bitch.
Wow.
The Archduke lives here. He's our master. I've lived these lands and worked here my whole life. Please don't hurt me.
Khutula just kind of like tilts her head for a moment and says, Hans Stryber?
Yes, the Archduke Hans. Yes, the Archduke Hans.
The disappearances. People have been being abducted and being brought back here. What do you know of this?
All I know is that they are traitors and they deserve what's coming to them.
I'll look over to Khutula.
Traitors to who?
Well, traitors to Nicaea. They're the lapdogs of the Empire.
Oh,
Khutula just kind of glances back and gives like half-hearted shrug.
What do they do with the... I'll look back at the peasant. What do they do with the victims? People that are kidnapped?
The Archduke dares not eat his loyal servants. Instead, they take the food from the enemy. All the ones that I see come in, they're used as sacrifice or they're used for feasting for the vampires.
These sacrifices, who are they towards?
That is not for someone as lowly in stature as myself. I am but a humble servant.
I might put the gag back in his mouth.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
I might stand back up and sheath my dagger. Well, I guess we know their fate. Perhaps the most recent victim could be possibly alive. How's everyone else been doing? I've been gone for a while.
Vinshenzo snuck around to the other side. We haven't heard back from him yet. Everyone else is still around the same area. We did see a congregation of vampires and cultists leave with one quite noteworthy individual.
That could be the Hans. This might be the best time to strike and see if the survivors are still alive.
That's what we were considering.
Victims.
Came to find you to inform you.
Then let's... Fuck. I look back at the peasant. Yeah, I want to knock him out again.
Okay.
I'll kick him.
You knock him out of you don't have to roll. He's completely helpless.
Okay, let's go back to everyone.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we're here.
No. Oh no.
Oh no. All right. We return and inform the others of our discoveries.
Yes.
So, they fancy themselves some kind of insurgency, do they?
Was it really necessary to break his nose?
No.
Break his nose or break
How much of the information that you gathered by yourself are you going to share with the party?
He shared with me. I'll just kind of repeat. It seems they have.
I want to hear if
Huh? Okay.
Sorry, wanted to know if Nephis
He
was gonna
DM'd
share
me,
too.
so that's why. Yeah.
Yeah, I told
he
Khutula
knows.
some information.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
share what he told me. It seems they have a little bit of everything. They have a smithy, carpentry, shed, supply barn, weapons. Obviously, they have quite a few livestock, though they don't seem to be in the best of shape.
Got
There's
everything they could possibly need here.
there is a noticeable less numbers of the well-dressed guards to the north. More just peasants and workers. I did notice that in the supply chest there was weaponry similar to the weapons we had back at Confluentia. All this seems kind of odd. The walls, all these people.
Well, I mean, you did miss somebody from the 7th Legion pass through, so I mean, it's
Khutula told
possible.
me.
Yeah.
The person that we picked up, or I picked up, told us there was Archduke Hans.
On Strider,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
It seems they've been using the victims both for feeding and for sacrifice.
I don't think.
They seem to believe that they're traitors, or at least that's what they're told.
Good way to keep the peasantry in line. Have there be an outside enemy.
I would certainly keep
willingness.
all-
I just realized I changed something. That's good. Never mind.
So willingness through brainwashing, is that what I'm understanding?
Not so much brainwashing, so much propaganda. Keep in mind, these guys fought against the Empire when they came here.
Yeah,
They view
Fair.
an outside threat, especially if they lived under the Shyborn clan when it was prosperous. They would prosper from it themselves.
yeah, they
And since
did
they lost their
specifically
power,
say they were traitors of Nicia. So I do believe they have something quite heavy against the Empire.
They're fanatics.
they certainly believe in a cause, which makes this rather more difficult.
Well, they've been here as long as a lot of the notes I've been taking kind of imply. Definitely been here since before the Empire, so they probably want some kind of independence, I'd imagine. Would explain why they're possibly infiltrating the government as well.
But teaming up with vampires.
I've heard tales of some areas with quite successful vampiric families kind of helping promote the trade and the well-being of the region, so it's not unheard of.
If the vampires aren't feeding on their subjects, I mean, there'd be no reason for them to fear the vampires, really.
You're not wrong.
Regardless, we should still try and see if we can find anyone and figure out what's going on. Right now is our best bet with that detachment having left.
Well, are we in favor of all moving in together, or I do
Well-
have this disguise kit ready if we want to use that.
I believe Nephis said there's less guards to the north, mostly peasants and workers, I believe, and we could use that disguise to move through pretty unnoticeably if the peasants just kind of look past us, or whoever goes in.
There's also an opening on the northern wall.
It sounds like flanking to the north would be wise. One thing to bear in mind is the consequences of our little upcoming investigation upon the manor itself. There is a possibility that if that group returns and they see what we've done, we may accelerate their plans. I'm not saying we shouldn't do anything, I'm just saying we have to prepare for that contingency.
Vinshenzo's also still in there. If somebody, he probably doesn't even know what's. I mean, he's probably going to come back, see everybody gone if we decide to go now.
Somebody should stay watch.
Well, if Ludwig would stay awake for 5 seconds, I'd have him. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Put that
Sounds like a
vodka
good idea.
down, soldier.
Ludwig can wait for Vin and then inform him of what we're doing.
I feel
I
it
have an
might be
idea.
best to have a buddy system.
What if I put on the disguise and then try to escort you guys through the north. If the cultists, if the peasantry revere the vampires as such, they might look past your appearances if they see you with me and they think I am a vampire.
That's a good idea.
That could work.
And the reverence they demonstrate towards the vampires will help preclude a more thorough investigation.
I might be able to pass as a scholar if I throw my hood up. I have all these textbooks and such that I can carry out in the open.
Good. All right, give me a few minutes. I'll put on this disguise. The only ones I'm really concerned about seeing through would be the vampires within. I'm pretty sure I could talk my way out of a cultist, running into a cultist.
I believe that's the part where you just act like a typical noble.
I've been around them enough to know how they work.
What a queer water feature.
So yeah, Carlos puts the robe on and he applies the makeup to make his skin look convincingly pale.
Okay.
And once he's done, he
You now look.
go ahead.
Yeah, you now look like a vampire, or the closest approximation that you can get to a vampire from what you know.
That's impressive work.
I've had a lot of practice. Shall we be on our way?
What about
Do that.
Oh wait, yeah, Ludwig is sorry.
Yeah, Ludwig is. I guess Ludwig will just wait for him.
Fixed nose intensifies.
So the plan was to like go through the
Ludwig
north,
and
right?
the druid.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Although most of us can't move through, that might be a bit suspicious. So we'd have to figure out who would be going and who might be trying to infiltrate through more conventional means.
Anyone that feels like they won't be able to be sneaky enough can come with me, and I can try to pass you off as one of my companions or someone I found or something.
I'm not going to be any useful for sneaking, so I guess I'll come with you.
I'll try finding a way.
You know, the one man had the Tarvian symbols on. If you might be able to pass for someone who's in the know like he is.
That is a good observation, actually. I'll stick with you, Santiago.
Would a religious figure be a good idea to come in here with? I don't know if you have like emblems on your armor or anything like
I do, on my
yeah.
shield. And I also have red twine around my wrists to symbolize Ilmater's symbol.
I feel like clerics such as yourself might trip off more red flags than anything else. At least in a place like this.
Yeah.
It's... Yeah.
So,
Very true.
what's the two groups right now?
I'm sneaking in.
Carlos is going to be going through the north.
Anton will go with you then.
Yeah, and Nephis is the one that's sneaking. So if you want to sneak, you go with Nephis. If you don't want to sneak, you go with Carlos.
Well, either I try to sneak in, I'm not sure how well I'll be able to pull that off, or I hang back.
You could
Peter,
see
is there not some way you
Vinshenzo
can
comes back.
simply obscure your markings?
Obscure my what?
The symbol on your shield and your
Nephis will bend down and scoop up some of the crown goop and slap it on his shield.
Yeah,
The stinky goop.
There.
good thinking, Nephis. That took care of it.
You do realize I need that for my faith, right?
It's not gone. It's simply obscured.
Looks like your faith is stinky goop.
Oh my god!
What even is this stuff?
Stinky
Are
goop.
You
Peter,
should
I'm gonna
know.
need you to calm down. We need to
Hang on a second. Sorry, I just gotta think for a second here, because there might actually be an adverse reaction to the fucking goop.
Stinky goop.
Oh no!
It's just on his shield. Just a little bit.
It
man
counts as
such
a
a
holy symbol.
A man such as yourself should
Yeah.
know that true faith
The power
no
of the holy
tangible
symbol that
means.
has just been impacted with shit that has been like infused with vampiric corruption. It'd be
the
like
symbol just burst into flames.
no, more like the goop would just start fucking smoking and shit.
Oh no!
Yeah. God damn. There'd be some level of
Smoke
reaction,
signal.
yeah.
Smoke
no.
signals. Awesome.
Tell us what happens, ODM.
That's
Stinky
exactly
goop.
what happens. Fucking the glob of goop just starts fucking smoking.
Oh,
There's a hissing sound as something starts fizzling out of the ground.
Oh hell yeah.
It dries up and crumbles into just dust.
Crusty goop.
Instead of just being goop, it dries up instantly and falls to the floor in a powdery clump.
I really hope there isn't an adverse reaction to breathing that stuff in. You don't. Carlos, do you have like a cloth that I could just drape on my shield?
Let me see here.
Who just grabs my goop?
Here, take this.
I
Thank
really
you.
hope
That
nobody
goop,
saw
my
that.
man.
Nephis is gonna take a step back and ponder this.
Gonna have to clean this.
White smoked.
Have stinky. All right. So yeah. Carlos looks over the wall to see like how many people are out in the field north of the complex.
Oh.
From a brief glance, there's at least a dozen.
Oh.
my.
Are any of them looking in his direction?
Nobody is actively on watch.
Can I ask a question, Chris?
You can ask all the questions you want.
Could I move through these tiles freely, or is there a... Like, could I move from
Not
here
without
to here
effort
freely?
and not without rolling. No, you'd have to roll stealth with disadvantage.
Because of this, like, these obstacles?
You're going through, yeah, you're bouncing around in the middle of a bush with a
Yeah,
pool of
I'm
water
just,
right next to
I'm
it.
just
and then
asking if
jumping
that's, like,
the
real.
fence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I go back around here and look?
Yep. You still don't see the guard, but you can see. Oh no, where were you originally? You stood right there originally, right?
Yeah, I was
first time?
like at the front of both of the buildings,
Yeah. Okay. So
or the
if you're
corner.
moving all the way up there, then you'll see what you see. But if you're staying farther back, then you'll not see all the stuff.
Okay, so this is the guard. That's where he is.
This is the guard. He's talking to the cultist. Sorry, I didn't mean to tab that. Or not the cultist. Sorry, this is a worker. I'm gonna
Yeah.
just
The
change
pagan.
the name so that I don't get fucked up. So yeah, the servant is talking to the guard. He's sort of midway packing up the cart full of the crates and barrels and stuff.
Based on my observations, how long would it take him to pack up the cart? Do I estimate?
Oh, he's gonna be there probably for another like half, depending on when the guard decides to leave him alone. They're really having a good chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
What would I have to do to scale the side of the building?
Oh, buddy. That's a very good question. The answer to that question is you'd be performing stealth, acrobatics, and depending on which one you want to prioritize, one of those is going to be at a disadvantage.
Oh.
Because either you're going to be prioritizing being sneaky, which means you're not focusing on climbing, or you're focusing on climbing, which means you're not prioritizing being sneaky. So you get to choose two. Sorry, choose one of the two, and then the disadvantage for the other.
Would the same be the case if I climbed somewhere else as well? Or just this wall?
Because of where you are in view of other people, like as far as you're aware, every side of this house has someone somewhere.
Understood.
So yeah, if you're gonna run across that alley and then try and climb up the wall, it's mid afternoon, sort of like, yeah, getting close to the end of the day, but not quite the end of the working day. So that it's still bright enough out for someone to easily see you if they turn around.
Okay. I lurk in the shadows and keep watch.
All right, so Carlos leads the group over the wall and starts making his way towards the opening.
Okay. So the workers who you pass stop and look at you and your cohort, less out of suspicion and more out of not respect but puzzlement.
Bundlement.
And as you, yeah, they're puzzled. They're curious as to why the fuck you're doing that. From where you enter the compound, you hadn't seen them before, though you knew they were there. There are 3 guards who were near the supply barn. And I wish I'd found another map for all that. Basically, where the city maps are, those are approximately where like the buildings and shit would have been. Essentially, so they come around. So there's 3 of these guys, and then they come over to you, but not in any sense. They kind of intercept you halfway to the gate. You guys would be back here. Not in any sense of suspicion, but more like they were headed this way and they saw it. They're like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" And the first of the 3, he makes a motion to you and says, "Greetings, my lord. It's a pleasure to see you return."
Okay, let's see, how do I want to do this?
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Greetings, it's good to be back.
Prithee, who are these honored guests that accompany you?
They're fellows I've met, and they have agreed to help us fight against the Empire. They are our compatriots.
Oh, is Anton wearing his regalia?
I'm back. Sorry.
Is Anton wearing his regalia?
Hello, are you wearing your Imperial shit?
Yes.
Don't worry, I got this. One of them is even a defector. He has brought us important intelligence on the Empire's activities.
Hell yeah.
Well done. Good jump. The guards all appear quite pleased. When they say, "Ah, are they volunteering for the transformation process, or are they merely joining the household guard?"
As of now, they're undetermined. We'll see.
I'm sure the master will decide in quick succession. I do hope that they swell your numbers once more. It would be good to see strength return to the Strybor line.
That is the hope indeed.
Tell me, are you here to see the master now?
Not as of yet. There is still a few things that I need to prepare before.
Yeah.
But tell me, where is he right now?
My lord would never reveal his activities or his whereabouts to someone like us. Surely you should know that. Only the vampire and his children are allowed in the inner sanctums of the villa.
I was
And he
merely
sort of
inquiring
looks at
as
you a
to-
little bit more curiously now.
I was merely inquiring as to whether or not he is on the premises or not.
Ah, but of course, you must have been gone for a long time. We have not heard him leave any so soon. He should still be on the premises.
Excellent. Well, thank you for your welcome, but we really must be on our way. We have quite a few things that need to be done before we meet with the master.
Of course, my lord. Please, do not read into my interruption. Carry on your day. Blessings to you. And they sort of withdraw a few paces to like a respectable we're getting the fuck out of your way distance.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, they continue on, and as they're walking, and once they get a fair distance away, Carlos looks to the others and kind of raises his eyebrows and grins.
Anton says in a hushed tone, "Well done."
Well done indeed.
This is open, just so you're aware. This is an open gate, so you can move in freely. And fuckwit here, who is like half paying attention to what was going on, he stands up as sharply as he can. He's like, oh, trying to make it look like he was on duty the whole time. Trying to like nonchalantly like fucking wipe the drool from the corner of his fucking lip, anything like that. He's like, ah.
So Carlos kind of gives him a look as if he's trying to determine whether or not the guard had been slacking off on his duties, but decides not to say anything in the hope that the guard will also not say anything and thinking that he got off the hook.
Varian Fire Drill, is that you? No, wait, that's different.
Oh, it's 9:03.
Oh shit, it's already... Damn. Oh, so we have like an hour left?
Oh wait, do
55
we?
minutes.
We have 55 minutes and 50 seconds.
Oh, do we go
Yeah,
to
go for
10?
3 hours. There's a timer.
Hell
Yes.
All right,
Overtime.
So while we were doing that, what was Nephis and his group doing? Like, would they have been inside the walls yet, or...
We'd have to figure
Oh,
that
right,
out.
they're doing sneaky stuff.
Yeah, they're doing sneaky
Yeah,
stuff
we're
while we're
gonna
doing
figure that out
so
right now.
Let's have them
Figure
catch
that
up.
out right now. So my first question to you, Devon, is do you want Ludwig involved, or do you want him to stay the fuck out of the way as background sentry guy?
He's background sentry guy and
Watching the
point of
trail, yeah.
contact for Vinshenzo.
Vinshenzo.
Okay.
Vinshenzo.
Okay.
Cool.
Are these guys like facing to the south this way?
They're sort of. They were when I placed them down. Like this guy is tending this like garden shit in here. This guy's fucked off by now. have to worry about this side of the map. He's gone somewhere.
Ah, excellent.
Don't worry about him. He's doing garden shit. There's more planter boxes than actually shows. There's like there's one. Oh my fuck, that's huge. Sorry.
That's
Like one there. There's one there.
oh my.
There's one there.
And this is like a transparent building, right? They have it's like
Yeah, it's
Black.
glass.
where are the entrances? Is it just this one or is it
Both of those. Oh, right. I shouldn't
Yeah.
have put that box there because that's an entrance. Erase. There we go. That's an entrance.
okay? Then
Point is, it's a fucking greenhouse.
excellent. So Isaac, there's still one in the greenhouse. I don't know
Yeah,
if we want
I can see
to
that.
buy him or take him out.
There are no entrances on this side. He would see us if we try to go from the front. If we're going from this side, we're probably going to need a distraction.
Is there like any like system for distractions and stuff like that?
Well, it's not as simple as roll d20 to distract, but yes, you can
Yeah,
distract
like
people.
okay. Here,
Oh, I think I get what you're saying.
we'll hop over. If he doesn't see us, stick to the right side of the shed. I'll move left and try to distract him.
All right.
And then you swoop in behind and take him out.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Shit about to pop off.
Exactly. Okay, do you want us to roll stealth and acrobatics or just
No,
acrobatics now?
just stealth.
Copy that. Oh. I got a 14.
Oh no. I got a 5.
Uh-oh.
no.
You got
Okay,
a 2.
jump over the fence.
Okay.
I trip,
Jump to where
plant
you're gonna
myself
go.
face first.
Hell yeah.
You probably do it, but you make all the shrub. Isaac.
Okay, what equipment are you wearing? Is your character actually wearing all the shit that's on the model?
You said leather armor earlier.
Okay, so you try jumping over the fence, but your fucking backpack gets caught on one of the iron bars, and that causes you to lose your momentum. And instead of landing gracefully and cat-like as Nephis does, you sort of stumble and you get jerked around, and you instead of landing, you just kind of fall into bushes and bump up against the frame of the fucking greenhouse, and immediately the fucking worker turns around and just sees you like spread eagle, fucking shits everywhere, your backpack's fucking like up your arm. You're just not having a good time in a gigantic clump of not graceful landing at all. And he sees you right away. I will give both of you an opportunity to perform an action or a move or a whatever before this servant comes to grips.
Jump through the window and
with
tackle
what they're
him.
seeing.
Is there an open window?
Doesn't matter.
No. It's a greenhouse.
So loud.
Jumps through the fucking glass.
Fucking bust my neck.
It's all about being cool, baby.
Nephis will stumble around and look at Isaac on the ground and back towards the peasant, and I'll like openly point my arms out at Isaac and then like wave him over to usher him to help.
Hell yeah.
Roll deception.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh. And what is deception?
Charisma.
Deception is charisma.
Oh,
That's
sick.
oh no. So yeah, you just kind of stand there and you're looking at the guy who's looking at Isaac, and then looks at you, and you look at him, and you like turn. This takes like a good second's worth of just staring back and forth, and then you just take your arms and go, ah! And the cultist, or not cultist, the fucking labor immediately turns and fucking books it out of the fucking greenhouse.
Hell yeah.
Fuck.
Shit about to
Conveniently,
pop
at the
off.
same time as Kardoc and gang enter through the gate, you just see some person booking it out of the greenhouse.
That doesn't look good.
So, noticing the servant fucking running out of the greenhouse, Carlos can only assume that something went wrong with the sneaking plan. So, to try to pretend to be like, a concerned member of this community, he starts moving towards the servant and ushers him towards him, as if like, hey, come here, what's the matter?
So he's gonna run faithfully directly to you. Now alerted this guard who's moving to investigate, and this guard who is moving. He's kind of now in the group. He's now part of the pack. You've gained an extra guy for now. And the servant comes running to you and he says, "Intruder, my lord! Intruder! I caught them! They came over the fence! Two heathens! They here! Oh, Lord, save us, please!"
Awesome.
Only two? Well, they're getting ambitious, aren't they? Overconfident, one might seem.
Don't worry. We'll take care of this. It's probably just a misunderstanding. I had lost a couple members of my party on my way back to the estate. Perhaps it is them. Did they appear like they were aggressive at all, or he kind of trails off?
Are you wearing any very obviously imperial shit?
Would the servant have recognized his imperial shit?
I'm not. I'm just wearing like
Oh yeah. Okay.
shitty leather armor.
Good.
Oh yeah, so he doesn't appear. So Carlos kind of trails off as if to imply that maybe they were seeking assistance or asking for help, but he doesn't know where to say it.
Implication.
I saw them, my lord, with my own two eyes. They're brutes! Absolute brutes! Robbers! Thieves! Assassins! They'll bring nothing but destruction and ruin on our house! Save us, Lord! Please, save us!
He's making quite a scene.
All right. I'm gonna need you to calm
freaking the fuck
down.
out.
It's only two people. I can handle it. All right, just go sit down somewhere and get a breather, because you're freaking out.
He comes to this tree. He backs out of your way to the tree, like sits down against it. He's taking making his, yeah. He gets out of your way. Is more my
Good.
point.
All right, so Carlos turns to the cultists that had joined their party, and he motions to the entrance that they came through that now stands empty, and he says in a somewhat of a chastising voice, "What are you doing? You've left the gate completely open. What if there are more of them lurking about? Return to your post immediately."
At once, my lord.
Would anybody else in the property like hear this disturbance?
You would have heard the shrieking of fucking bird, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I would have.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, you wouldn't have heard what he's saying, but you would have heard a commotion.
Oh, would these people investigate? I wonder.
Yeah. One of the guards is this guard is walking. And this guy is walking over. They're like over here. And you notice this from, you hear an open and shut of a door,
Oh.
and this guy walks into view,
Oh.
not running or anything, but he's just sort of walking into view. That is a female.
Oh my.
It's a woman vampire.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is more for me remembering than anything else.
Okay.
Our only chance of success is for Vin to seduce this female.
Yes.
I am afraid I'm spoken for, sir.
You gotta
Probably-
flash those.
Yeah, he's
nice
got a
pearly
wife and
whites.
kids.
You don't have to go through
I don't
with
have
it.
kids. I have a wife.
All right, so
I thought you had a wife and kids.
Just the
Well,
wife.
Well, that's going on. Carlos, oops. Carlos and gang make their way over to the greenhouse, and meet up with the guard, and Carlos turns to him and like,
Mm.
what do I want to do here?
Before you figure that out, I'll give you a second to think. But Devon and Chill, what will you have been doing during this
Yeah,
time?
what are they doing right now? Do I
You
see
will-
them?
Yeah, you will have had an opportunity to, even before these guys show up, the commoner just fucking disappeared shrieking. What
And-
do?
And during that exchange, like they probably would have had like a good 15, 20 seconds to do something.
You would have had about a minute or two to react to the change in circumstance.
So what you're saying is we could have gone back over the wall.
I'm saying you have the opportunity to do a minute or two, we'll say about 2 minutes worth of something.
I'd help Isaac up.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
On your feet.
Thank you.
Would I see the through the greenhouse? Would I be able to visually see these individuals over yonder?
You will have seen very plainly a vampire talking to the peasant as a guard approaches you.
Shit, the disguise is too good.
Yes.
Shit.
If you want to roll a perception to get super something, I'll give you more. But aside from that, I'm just going to give you the quick view.
Well, would my passive perception be able to see it, which is a 19?
Oh.
Oh Jesus fuck! How do you have
Baby.
19 passive perception?
Oh.
Observant. Plus my
Okay,
plus
well
my wisdom.
you see and perceive everything as it should be, or as it is, and not anything else. So
Oh.
you bear witness to the fact that you look around and you see all of your buddies doing their thing, and you are capable of witnessing the entire process of events as they happen, but you have time, obviously, to react.
Okay.
The party has investigated and found that the party is not infiltrating the site.
Yeah, the FBI has investigated this and determined the FBI has done nothing wrong.
Okay. What is Isaac doing right now before I say anything?
Yeah, he's up.
He's staring at the fence with the look of betrayal.
You look apologetic.
Kind of. Just, that did not go as planned.
Does he look ashamed?
I would like to push Isaac over again.
Hell yeah.
I have a plan, Isaac. Get down. Or stay down, actually. I want to forcibly push Isaac down.
Do they have to roll against each other now?
Only if Isaac chooses to resist.
All I can hear is that you absolute tit. I soiled my armor from Holy Grail.
Does Isaac resist?
Yeah, no.
Just accept it as penance.
Just accepting his fate. Fucked up.
Hell yeah.
I'll just be sitting like over Isaac, trying to help him, or pretend like I'm helping him.
Okay.
I'll be smacking his arms around.
So yeah, that's Carlos and company. That's what you come up to see.
So, are they in view of us? Are they in view of us then?
Yeah, you can see them through the glass greenhouse.
I thought they were trying to take cover.
Me? No, I kick Isaac over as if he was still falling.
Devon just said that he's
to help him.
Yeah.
As we're approaching, before we're
Help,
close to the
I've
guard,
fallen and I can't get up.
I whisper to Carlos, I'm like, we don't have time for this.
Yes, I realize that.
Look at it this way, we're establishing we actually belong here.
Yeah, until vampires come.
You two behind the greenhouse, come out here.
Oh. I'll help Isaac up and put his arm over my shoulders. Pretend to limp. We're coming out.
I'm just playing along.
Is that you? I thought we lost you on the trail. Why were you climbing over the wall of all things? Why didn't you just go to the gate and ask for me?
I'll look at Isaac.
Well, why are you looking at me? This was your plan.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
There's gotta be some rolls that are gonna have to start happening soon. Fucking Christ.
Oh no. It's exactly the opposite of what we wanted.
They would have been better off if they just followed me.
He said some rolls. Now the real question is, the rolls for whom?
Look, the last couple of rolls from us have been like sub 5.
Yeah. I'm gonna start requiring performances the more this gets fucking buckled.
Never mind why you decided to come over the wall of all the absurd ideas. It looks like you've hurt. Let's get you inside. And Carlos kind of ushers them.
So
towards-
the guard immediately pipes up and says, "My lord, forgive me, but this scum does not deign entrance to the villa. Only such as holy as yourself may access such a holy place. I shall escort them to the infirmary tent if you so desire."
Very well, yes. Escort them to the infirmary tent. We need to make sure that they're not hurt. The fools, I don't know what they got in their heads.
"Shall I take the rest of your entourage, my lord, with me? I can bring them to the billets if you so desire, or are they here for the transformation?"
They are here to accompany me to see the master.
"But, my lord, no mere mortals allowed in the villa. Such is the rules, you know that."
Yes, of course. What I mean is that they are here for the transformation.
"Ah, very well. I shall take their weapons then. I will do that for you. I will bring them to the billets along with your compatriots who go to the infirmary."
I would rather.
And he waves over his buddy who just walked through the gate.
I would rather have all of them together for the time being. Would you mind escorting these fellows to the infirmary as well, and wait for all of them to recover? Because I'd rather all of it happen at once and not have everyone spread all over the place. As you can see, what has happened already from that.
"Of course, my lord. It shall be done as you command." And they go to whisk away all five of the rest of you who are not Carlos are gonna get pushed towards the fucking north compound.
Fuck.
Yeah. So you're all getting escorted out here, here, and here, and you're getting taken to an infirmary tent. And there's fucking Vinshenzo. You have remained undetected, but there is commotion.
Are these people still moving towards the disturbance?
Yep, they're taking their time. They're walking. As you're all being escorted out the door, everybody except for Carlos, of course, unless Carlos you're following behind. But you do notice that somebody in the fine robes of a vampire is rounding the corner.
Oh,
Well, in order to avoid a potential confrontation, Carlos decides to dip into the building.
Okay, Devon,
Now,
we need a
unguarded
quick
peek.
map change-a-rooski.
Excellent.
Vinshenzo, can you remove yourself from...
oh yeah. Sorry.
You'll be able to place yourself back in there. I'm just...
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, shit.
Is there an easy way to like swap all the figures, or?
I'm just
Oh, wait,
gonna...
yeah. No. Yeah. Dumbass is right.
Oh.
Yeah, dumbass is right.
Boom. Done.
Wow.
Hey, there we
Ooh.
go. Perfect. Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
I say
Yeah.
dumbass endearingly, Kardoc. I mean, like
Endearingly.
you're. It's cool. It's like you're dumbass, dude.
Thank you. This plan's going sideways, and it's all fucking.
It's all falling apart. Oh god.
It's all.
We're all gonna
Icarus'
get turned into
fault.
vampires.
I'll be right back.
Oh, come on.
Dear
Let me
Lord,
clone
help
you.
us.
There we go.
Oh, let's lock this. Here we go.
Thank you. I gotta make so many things.
Why are there servants
you-
inside? I thought they weren't allowed.
Jeez.
But you don't know shit because you fucking just pretending to be a fucking vampire.
True.
These
I
are
think I've done a
high-class
pretty good job
servants.
so far.
You've done amazing.
Everything would have went spectacularly if it weren't for all these hiccups.
I don't want to.
We're all
I
gonna
wanna
get
pop your bubble.
transformed. Oh god.
Well, I hope everyone realizes
Okay.
the reason why I had everyone go to the infirmary together is A, I didn't want their weapons taken, and B, I decided to be their best chance would be to be all together in case something happened.
Carlos.
Looking out for you guys.
Okay. This is what it is. I know I could have done the fog of war thing, but that takes a lot of effort. And just pretend you don't see the things that are not in your direct line of sight.
Pussy.
Okay. Yeah. So you enter and you hear and see well, the things that your character would have seen. Just
Enough.
really quickly, so the party, you guys are taking, like, reference this entire sort of top side of the table. You'd all be over here. Just gonna do this to chunky in a group. But you're all over here in a fucking tent. When I say tent, I don't mean like a temporary shelter. It is for all intents and purposes an actual infirmary building. It just happens to be a soft canvas top roof that makes it more of a tent than a house. But it's a permanent fucking infirmary dwelling. And obviously Chill gets stuck into a cot.
It's intentional.
Okay, Carlos, it's all you, buddy.
Oh my God,
Save us, man.
I'm back.
Don't even
Sorry.
know what I'm doing. Fumbling through my fucking everything.
So think you're good at the whole improvisation.
Keep failing upwards. I don't know.
Like some Mission Impossible level shit now.
So,
What happened?
what's the last thing you remember?
Infirmary.
We had just switched maps.
Yeah, so they're in the
That's what we've
infirmary.
done.
I'm inside the house, and you're
Vin's
back.
outside, yeah.
I'm not sure if you've done anything, but if you were paying attention, this would be the perfect opportunity for you to like climb the building without having to sneak because there's no one else around. I don't know.
Yeah, lard ass.
That's exactly what I've been waiting for.
Hell yeah.
Is that true, Chris?
That statement, as it has been stated, is accurate.
All right, let's do it. Oh wait, y'all are still in the are in the building. Damn. All right. Shit. This is gonna get
If
messy.
you're gonna climb the walls, do me in acrobatics.
Understood.
Oh.
Acrobatics is dexterity
Yes.
plus
Oh
8.
my.
9 plus 8, yeah, 17. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you scaled the building quite handily.
I am on the building.
Damn.
Alright, so while he's
you
doing
have
that,
climbed up. You have mounted and climbed up the building.
It's a ninja.
While he's doing that, Carlos starts looking for the stairs up the building. They go upstairs.
Okay, well, as you can see, as you're looking around, you can tell that there are mortal servants. And depending on how hardcore Carlos wants to play act as a vampire, you can use the information you've gleaned in character as you wish. But at the same time, fucking Carlos seems to know what he's doing, so.
So
This particular guy here, he's just sweeping a floor. And the ones in this room are lighting candles.
So I'm assuming like this right here are the stairs that go up. These stairs go up.
Yeah, they go up.
I should be able to see them. So yeah, Carlos just walks down the hallway and he moves as if he is not going to stop if the servant gets in his way. So he just keeps moving until he can get to the stairs. I assume the servant moves out of the way.
Yeah, he gets right the fuck out of your way.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Bitch. So yeah, I go upstairs.
Okay, Devon.
Okay. I got it.
It's easy though, apparently. Devon's got this.
Okay.
Whoa.
Hell yeah, dude.
Boy.
Okay, what the hell?
Fuck yeah. All right. Just give me a second. Okay.
Oh, what
No!
the fuck?
You did that.
I thought you locked it.
It's
I
not that
did lock
bad.
it.
I don't think any of the pieces moved.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
It's not that bad.
No, they didn't. It was
Okay.
It was just surprising. Okay, it is confirmed locked. I just have to.
I think I might be
There are
rotating.
no servants. Woo!
Oh yeah, you have to reassign the rooms, I guess, huh?
Yep.
Hope you've been taking notes.
People move in a house. It's fine.
Carlos goes back downstairs. No, I'm just kidding.
Fuck.
Transition.
Carlos just stands like
You know,
right
you know
across
how
the
when
step
you
and
play
drops
those
in.
early RPG games where you enter after it takes like 5 minutes at the loading screen? This is what they're doing the whole time. They're like, oh fuck shit. Gotta move the guy.
Gotta move the people, get them in place.
Okay. Fuck you. Okay. Oof. Come up the stairs. The stairs are there, so you would notice. Okay. So there's definitely one in here. Definitely one in here. Go. Thank you. And you can't see what's over here, so that's fine. If you get this far, I'll be quite thrilled.
The fart gate.
Pay no attention to the meta. Here you go. This is where you are. What you're at.
Outstanding. All right, so Carlos didn't really expect to make it this far, so he's gonna take a peek into this room and see what it's all about.
Which one?
The one that his sword's pointing towards.
Okay. So in there, you as you can see, there's a whole bunch of like fucking clothing and shit in bins and on tables and stuff like that. Some of it has blood in it. Some of it has puncture marks. but otherwise it's just stacks of clothes. Yeah, fairly straightforward little. I will state that all of the clothes do not look overly. They don't look very fine. They don't look very nice. Sorry, this is something. Maybe if you find it or not. Yeah, the clothes look like they are meant for, those of the poorer side of society.
Seeing these might be the clothes of those that have been abducted by the state of them and the quantity. So, not seeing anything that's really worth going in there for, Carlos quietly shuts the door and moves further down the hall, and he looks into the next room that he comes across.
So I know it's beds, but these are not beds. They are they're essentially like, no, they're not Iron Maidens. They're just, I guess, like a really old, shitty equivalent of a stretcher. All of them have blood up towards where someone's head would be lying.
Some kind of feeding room, perhaps? So once again, not really seeing anything of substantial value, Carlos moves to the end of the hall and looks in either direction. Does he notice anything?
Well, these are cells on Carlos' right. Those are jail cells. On the left, he sees 2 wooden doors, and he probably would see the corner of this cell. The figure inside you cannot see, and this is a closed door here.
That door looks a lot more important than the other ones thus far, so Carlos makes a mental note of it and decides to start on the left-hand side and start walking down this hallway. Is he able to see into the cells? Or are they like...
Yes.
Well, okay.
Yeah, you see in the cells. In that cell, in that very first cell, girl. There's a little girl. She is up in the very corner on her shitty little cot, with her head stuck in her arms, in essentially like a fetal position.
So Carlos speaks in a soft tone, quietly, as to not be overheard. You there, child. Come here.
She looks at you, but she does not move.
Of course, I'm a vampire after all. Can I roll like persuasion to persuade her to come towards the bars?
Yes, you can roll persuasion to try and persuade.
Look, I know what I might appear scary, but you must trust me. Your father has sent me to rescue you. Please come here so I can see you. So here we go. So 16 plus 7? Yeah, 16 plus 7. 23?
The mere concept of rescue is enough to make the little girl jump up and run over to the bars, and she grabs the bars and says, "Father sent you?"
You must keep your voice down. There are still vampires about. Does Carlos notice the beauty mark on her face?
She has the beauty mark on her face, and she has the long dark hair. What was that? Oh no! Give me 1 second.
Wow.
Oh damn.
I bet you Ludwig is still
Yeah.
sleeping on the job.
We
He
had
got tired
we had
waiting.
a foot injury.
He's probably drunk again.
Are you back?
It's in the cabinet. Yes.
So I inspect the cell door and try to determine if I can open it from the outside or if it's locked.
There are keys required.
Copy that. All right. Yeah, I want to use my thieves' tools and try to pick the lock.
Ooh. Okay, I'm not. I'm gonna get you to roll stealth for this, just make sure you're not making too much noise. It's very echoey hall. I know the whole thing looks like it's stone because this is supposed to be a basement in the map pack, but this house does not have a basement. This is this upper story, so it's not all stone and shit. Just
Oh,
FYI.
Could I persuade you to do sleight of hand instead? Because I believe it would take fine motor skills in order to stay quiet.
what floor is this?
Second floor.
Mm,
Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze.
Give me a second. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. No. Stealth.
Ah, bastard. All right. Here we go.
Oh,
Oh no.
go, Kardoc.
Oh,
No!
Oh no.
No.
The stealth roll is cursed.
right.
Oh
2
shit!
plus, 3, so 5? At least it wasn't a 1.
I was about to say, at least you didn't
We
roll one.
rolled identical to me with the same bonus.
You're unable to, as you're sorry, you haven't even started fiddling. You start fiddling with the lock, and it's so rusty and old, or not rusty. Yeah, it's rusty and old. It's not really been taken care of. As you start messing with it, it like the entire set of bars are rattling and jangling, and the key, like there's just a lot of noise, and before you can even get the lock picked, you're making a lot of noise. You can either press on or you can try something else, but you recognize very quickly that it's going to be a loud lock.
Okay. All right. Listen. Go back onto the cot. I'll be back. And quickly, Carlos takes his tools and he moves through the into this room here because he just has a feeling that somebody's going to hear that and go investigate.
Okay. You don't hear the sound of footsteps or anything. Really quickly, Vinshenzo, what are you doing?
I'm on the roof.
Okay, but what are you doing on the roof?
Trying to find a window.
I kind of had a plan to like
Cabinet world.
cause a big distraction and like sprint away and like fucking feather fall my way out of there and just like cacoodle my way out after I like raised the alarm and like took a bunch of guards with me, but Carlos is kind of doing pretty good for himself, so I honestly don't know what to do. I guess I could come
does
through.
Vinshenzo know what's going on? Because he's been acting alone this whole time.
That's a good point. Yeah, I guess I stick to the plan. You're right, Chris.
no.
Alright, I stand at the very front of the building. Fuck. How do I... Whatever, he's facing forward. And I begin to play in the in a very somber tone to evoke emotions of mourning. And I'm rolling performance, right?
Yep.
Okay, I roll performance. Okay, 11 plus 6. That's not even mine. 11, right? Yeah, 11 plus 6 plus, is it charisma? 4? So 21. And
Okay. Play us a song, piano man.
I'm trying to attract a crowd below me. Okay, hold on. I have it.
Be advised, we have 7 minutes and 55 seconds.
Overtime.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fine.
Fuck is that noise?
Some pretty interesting playing.
Beep boop boop.
Is this the right?
What is that noise?
I was trying to figure it out.
What was that noise?
I heard it again.
That's very somber.
I'm trying to attract a crowd.
Okay. Well, from below, a number of well, first of all, there's the two fucking guards standing. They look up, and they make a commotion, and then the yard working guy and the box loading guy, like they all show up, and there's some of them come from inside. So there's that's not where I wanted them.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think there's a good 5 servants, the 2 guards, another guard comes from somewhere, he fucking sees what's going on, and then you see this motherfucker right here comes out the door.
Hell
Jesus.
Yeah. And all of them are making a ruckus. Why the Why is there a drow on the roof playing music?
Real fast, does Carlos hear the music?
Yep.
Okay, does the party in the infirmary hear the music?
Yep. We'll say that.
Everyone hears
We'll
the
say
music.
that they do.
Hell yeah.
That's a 21. He's got a good vantage point. The
That was the
acoustics of the whole thing, they're amazing.
Overpower the guards.
That's what I've been thinking.
I would like to, with my music, do enthralling, or no, wait. Yes, enthralling performance. And that is, if you perform for at least 1 minute, you can attempt to inspire wonder in your audience. At the end of the performance, choose a number of humanoids within 60 feet of you who watched and listened to all of it, up to a number equal to your charisma modifier. So I'd like to grab 5 of their willing minds, and they have to do a wisdom saving throw. or be charmed.
Okay.
Nice in here, Chris.
Which 5 minds do you care?
Let's do this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and one of these guys. That's 5, right? Yeah.
Okay, just give me a second.
Yep.
All the muscle and 1 peasant.
That's 5. Okay. The 1 peasant will be my metal die.
Oh my.
So that's
Oh
a 6
my.
for the peasant. That 2 for the. Okay, well they're
I think
all
all
in
of them failed.
All failed. Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
One failed hard with a 1.
Yeah.
Failure.
Give it a good toss, Chris.
Give it some welly.
20, 17, 19, 2, and 8.
No, I'm going with the first one. I'm going with the first one with the 5 and the 2 and the 3 and the whatever.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'll go along with what you say.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Oh, those are actually good
How
rolls.
many
from,
times are we
Library
fucking
Kit.
rolling?
No, that was sorry. That was me just trying to roll. No, you got it. The first one is the one. The
Okay,
one.
so they all failed the check?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't think I would get this far.
Neither did any of us.
Seems to be a lot of that going around.
Right?
So some of the servants are some of them are not charmed, so how to I guess are they like are they struck by the music, I guess, otherwise, and just watching? Or are they
Well,
like
they're-
making efforts to like get
they're
me
just-
down?
No, they don't. There's some motherfucker up on the roof. How'd he get on the? Why is he playing music? Why is he there? I don't know. What the fuck is going on?
Buddha loop. Buddha loop.
I say I am a I really didn't think I would succeed this well. I am
You're a fucking legend.
I am a noble bard traveling the land. I wish to play music for the notable Archduke. Fetch him for me. My name is Vinshenzo
So,
Cairona.
You play well, but little do you know, I'm Vinshenzo Cairona. So the vampire, who is, I guess, one of the only ones aside from the fucking like 4 servants who is not enthralled by your performance, says, "Yo, get down from there!
The servants.
Come down this instant!" No, the fucking vampire, he starts screaming at you.
Oh, I thought he
was
failed his
already
check.
charmed him. Yeah.
You said all the guards and the servant,
You
didn't
said
you?
The vampire was the
The
first.
vampire-
Oh, the patrolling vampire.
The
Yeah,
vampire, the 3 guards,
Oh.
and 1 servant is 5
Yes.
people. I'm able to charm 5 people. Or no,
Okay,
4 people,
I
sorry.
misunderstood what you had said.
4
Yeah.
people. So I don't charm a servant. I charm all the muscle though.
Cultist and vampire, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I
Okay.
thought it was a dex
Never mind,
check
then-
for some
then
reason.
there is no real reaction. The servants are waiting to see what their lord and the guards do, and they're just kind of really uneasy. And the vampire is doing nothing, I guess, if he's enthralled by you.
Well, is he going to fetch the Archduke?
What's the spell called again?
Enthralling performance, I believe. Yes.
I'm just want to see how much. I'm just gonna look at the text of the spell real
Stop
quick.
the timer.
I don't.
I think that's what that beeping was from earlier. Yep,
Awesome.
that's what it was. Because it beeped again.
It's 7 p.m.
Okay, well, I'm going by the timer.
Oh,
I just want to make sure.
look at the time.
Let's see.
No, it's not real.
Charmed in this way, the target idolizes you. It's floating of you to anyone who speaks to it, and it hinders anyone who opposes you, avoiding violence. God damn it! That is
That's
the
fucking good.
Vinshenzo spell.
Yes.
Last for an hour, my dude.
Fetch the Archduke already.
Okay,
I'll wait here. I'm not coming down until the Archduke himself presents himself.
We're all gonna die.
So all four of them fucking disappear inside. Carlos, I don't know how keen your ears are going to be, but you quite quickly hear after the end of the performance and the muffled shouting of your not subtle companion Vinshenzo, you hear somebody running up the stairs, and then running down one of the halls.
All right.
Hey, look, a distraction.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. So I think this is a distraction. Since nobody responded to my lock picking attempts, I return to the girl and try to pick the lock again.
Okay. So don't worry about the stealth. But what you're going to do is a dexterity skill check with advantage. Sorry, with proficiency bonus to the result of the dexterity check.
So +5 then, I guess? Yeah. Okay, with advantage, so I roll. Oh, let me grab another die.
Not with advantage. I misspoke.
Oh, okay.
Bitch.
You get to roll
Oh.
dexterity plus proficiency.
You can't do that to a guy.
Right, I was ready to roll.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Sorry!
Easy.
Fuck you!
Okay, 12 plus
17.
5, 17. Not bad.
Okay, you are able to pick the lock quite quickly now that you are not concerned about making.
Excellent. I'll have to thank
And
Vin for that one.
the iron grate swings open towards you, and
We are on
The
such
child is-
borrowed
the
time,
child is-
dude.
free.
Am I able to like conceal the child under my robes or something?
Oh,
Hey, look.
We're in a situation
She's
here.
not,
Different times, all right.
she's not
Child.
that little.
it's okay. It's
We're in a
medieval
situation.
times.
Chris.
Yeah, she's not that little, and the robes are not that.
Yeah. Didn't the guy say
Alright,
she was like 14 or 15 or something?
Oh, okay. I thought she was turning my head. Okay. So I grab her by the hand and I start pulling her with me towards the stairs, counting on Vin to keep the distraction going.
Can I do?
Okay, this is where we're gonna end the session. Are you ready? This is the cliffhanger.
Oh
Okay.
shit.
You hear the door behind you open, and as you're like here down the hall, one of the fucking a vampire steps out and says, "Hey!"
Quick, shove her down the
That's where
stairs.
we're gonna end it.
Did you say
No.
chuck her down the stairs?
No,
Sorry,
it's
child.
Corwin who said chuck her down the stairs. Vampire does not say that.
I punched the child.
Command.
She's
Uh,
getting away! Bud.
Chris, can I do?
We're so screwed.
Because I will forget this next session. Can I do a persuasion check on the peasantry to like disperse them away from the? Otherwise, I'm gonna fucking completely
yes.
forget this.
I'll let you do this and describe to me how you try and convince these people to fuck off.
Begone, peasantry! The Archduke will not have you in his company while he's enjoying my beautiful music. 14 or persuasion 3 plus 4 is 7. So 21.
Okay, yeah, they will fuck off.
Hell yeah.
1,
Be gone from here, peasantry.
2. Okay, so really quickly before we all disappear,
Thank
I
you.
have a buddy of mine who I asked who wanted to do the job of an assistant dungeon master. And he said yes. He wasn't here this week because he had to drive to New York, I guess, but he's coming back. So next Wednesday, I'll have potentially an assistant. And what that's going to mean is they're going to streamline things a little bit for me so that I can focus on running the story and doing the main combat and stuff like that. And he'll be able to do like answer questions, handle like the little side task things. That way more things can happen at once concurrently. And it's not going to be like 2 different Discord voice channels where there's 2 different things happening and you switch back and forth. None of that. Like he'll be doing a little bit more text-based stuff, and I'll run him up to base on that. And it's just to help things move along a little bit more, so that way I'm not handling the role play that's in progress as well as the background activities. So that's going to happen, and then he's also going to help me in the inevitable combat doing all that stuff too. So it should make things a little bit faster. And if it ends up being useless, then he's going to get shit canned. But I hope that'll sort of help things move along a little bit more, and that way you guys can also get to do some more things in the background. Even if you're not main spotlight, you'll have an opportunity to be active.
Maybe he could play as Trople's character.
Trople's a fucking unconscious.
Yeah, he'll be doing things like that. That way I don't have to sit here and like, I know exactly what's going on. Here, I'm just gonna jump into this NPC thing and say, hey, maybe we should do that, because that's inevitably what I end up doing, and I fucking hate doing that. So he'll have those kinds of jobs.
Nobody can access
should be
the
good.
clock except for you and Chris, Devon, so it was one of you retards who stopped it. Fuck
It was
you.
me.
Devon, you're a
It's not
hero.
me. I
Thank
can't.
you.
Oh yeah, I can.
Thank you
But
for
I did
this.
say,
Fucking
and I did
blaming
notice,
us.
and I did notice, and I said exactly when it was time to stop. So sorry,
Yeah.
bitch.
True.
Oh,
Okay, so that was this week's session. Congratulations, everybody! Holy shit!
we are on
And nobody
borrowed
died?
I'll
time.
try and
How are we not dead?
I will try and get a physical map for the north compound. That way, I have that set up for next week.
Carlos is good like that.
Because luckily, when the twos on the stealth checks
Luckily, you
happened,
disguised yourself as a high enough status fucking individual that a number of people that you came across had no desire to question you for
Exactly.
It's like
obviously
Kardoc's favorite game,
obviously
Hitman
established
2.
fear.
It's not about what you pretend to know, it's about who you pretend to be.
Until you meet somebody of equal status who's allowed to question you, and then suddenly you're fucked.
Wait, isn't that what's happening right now?
yes,
No,
Yep. But
Carlos,
that will be
run.
next week.
The only saving grace is that persuasion is like his highest fucking thing. Followed by deception.
I will tell you right now, there is only so far a dice roll. Sorry, I will only allow dice rolls to go so far in circumstances. Like if you're faking it till you make it. Like, I'm sorry, but a nat 20, yeah, you're doing pretty good, but you're not. You know, if you're
Carlos
trying to tell
gets
somebody
all the
that you're a
nat
flying
20s.
pig and you're standing there and you're obviously not a flying pig. Doesn't matter how
You have a
convincing
daughter
you
in your
are.
dress,
If I
sir.
sometimes.
If I had a flying pig disguise though, I mean, come on.
Sir, why is that daughter
Yeah.
in your dress?
And if I saw a chicken that was barking like a dog, I would not think it's a dog. I would still think chicken.
Roll a
Shut up.
perception check to see if the chicken is a dog. Dumbass.
Yeah, but if
Chicken's
more my
gaslighting you.
point is,
I understand, Chris. I'm
Anyways,
just fucking
fucking-
with you.
I'm not saying that you're in an impossible situation. I'm just saying you gotta be, as with anybody who is in this situation, you gotta be smart.
Gotta be careful.
Yeah.
I only rolled twice.
Yeah.
I only rolled twice, and one of them was a nat 20. I'm happy with that.
I'd take
It's
those
okay. I
odds.
feel like the cleric's gonna be coming into his own next session with a lot of boo-boos.
Sir, please remove
Potential
the daughter
boo-boos.
from your dress.
What happens if I touch a vampire with a holy symbol?
It would count as. Oh my god! Ask me this later, please.
It would
It's
make
late.
it would make them
I
smell
ordered
funny
drink to go to
because of the
bed.
stinky doo-doo.
It's a
Doesn't
very
have to
good
go
question, and I
spell
want to
out.
answer it, but I don't want to answer it right now. How's that sound?
That's fair.
Get the
That's
Hell
stinky
yeah.
doo-doo on your body.
I'll write it down.
Stinky fingers.
And the same goes for anyone. If you guys have any questions about what you've seen in this session, or if you have questions going forward, feel free to send me a message on Discord. I answer as promptly as I'm able to, unless I'm in the middle of the woods with a chainsaw. Then I'll answer you not quite so promptly.
He
But yeah,
answers quite
Feel free to ask me
promptly.
questions anytime. I do my best. Anyways, yeah. But until next week, enjoy.
Hell yeah,
Quick
dude.
little interjection
Thank
before
you.
we head out. This is a great setup, by the way.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
It's a really good setup.
Yeah.
Called autism.
It's called
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh my god.
Alright, so everything's